Here it is. What's going on? I gotta put my jacket a little bit. Make sure the mic is still on the color. Make sure we good. Whatever festivities I've been, it's crazy. I don't know if this is crazy, but I've been indoors for like the past 3 to 4 hours, more or less. And I swear, seeing folks out here just having fun and playing in the park, man. That's pretty dope. Like, you gotta value the weekend like this, man. It's like some kind of event, or like, I don't know if it's a birthday party. I think it's a birthday party, but it seems like they're doing it the whole day. You know what I mean? So it kind of gives me flashbacks when I was a kid. We used to go to certain cousins' birthday parties, and it'd be at the park or something like that. They would spend it at outside doing a barbecue. Even at my old house that I grew up in, it's like we had a nice yard, so all the cousins come over. We all used to play like that. But that's what it feels like when I see these people out here having fun, enjoying themselves. So, oh yeah, they playing in the park. I was gonna go sit there like a bum, just be a park bum again, just sit around. But I decided, like, man, let them kids have their little soccer field. I was gonna let them have their little space, you know. Why not? Um, but no, I'm sitting here, man. I'm trying to figure this out because I did about 3 separate videos, or each about an hour at minimum for Digimon. So that means I'm there for 3.5 hours, somewhere between 3.5 to 4 hours. I'm over there just doing the recordings and shit. I don't know how people do it, man. I'm be honest with you. I think when I used to do Monster Hunter and other shit, I would do a video and then I'd go outside and I would enjoy myself, kind of just try to enjoy walking around. Like, right now I'm gonna do the little zigzag pattern again. I'm moving a little fast to keep myself just a little warm, just to warm body up, because sitting still for too long, I wasn't doing no fast twitch muscle stuff with the fingers like Silk Song, but I was just sitting still for a while trying to get comfortable. Found myself slumping, tried to force myself to sit up straight. But this is the purpose for people to have a gamer chair, something to sink in, but also something that's like, it's firm enough to kind of keep your posture perfect, and I just don't have that for whatever reason. I'm not well equipped for that shit. So, but anyway, I'll say all that to say, we're checking in with the Saturday live chat because it's just kind of like, I don't know how people sit there and game all day. I got to get up and get moving a little bit. And it had me thinking, man. Also, we're getting real close. Getting real close to that 300, man. Or am I doing the math? No, I'm sorry, 200. I said 300. We're getting closer to 200. So then from 201 to 300, we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see what that brings. We'll see what happens with that. I'm not too worried. We'll see how things go on life, man. It's interesting because, like, I might be able to do, something told me to go, like, leave. I was like, I could do 1 more hour, but I feel like I should leave right now. I should just start kind of going towards the house, go home maybe. But I decided, let me just go outside and, you know what I mean, get some whatever's left of the sunlight, get a bit of that left. And if we're not doing that, get some air, man. Just go outside, get some fresh air. Can't be indoors for too long. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I was indoors for too long, sitting there beside there. I feel sometimes a little suffocated, and it's like I need a bit of that mixed with just I don't know, man, fresh air, man, just getting some sunlight, whatever's left of the sunlight, and just move my legs, get the legs moving. I can't sit still for too long. I don't know how people game for that long, man. It's crazy. And I'm not mad at it, bro, because I'm doing that shit. I'm doing it right now. I'm trying to get what I can in. This is not a work day. So I'm gonna spend it creating some form of work or some form of content. Sometimes I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't know which live streams hit. The fact that I had my Silk Song videos were at 194. No, sorry, why did I say 194? 240. They were at 240, right? 240 pixels. So it's like, I had videos that were at 240 pixels, and then someone viewed it 100 something times. Like, it got 100 something clicks basically. And I'm like, I don't know what to make of it. Let me just keep walking down. Let me keep walking down. Let's get back to the old school, man. Let's get back to the old school. my little spot, man, because I might, while it's still sunlight, I might as well enjoy it, right? Hold on, man, I stepped on something. Okay, something weird on my shoe. That's crazy. I thought it was, as long as it ain't no dookie, we bueno, right? I think it's off now. Like a little, not a pebble, but like, what do you call this? So with fall, a lot of these little cherry trees, fruit trees, whatever, they're dropping stuff. Sometimes you step on it, it gets lodged in between the little parts of the shoe. I got the Dunks on today, trying to be comfortable, but I don't know, man. I really might have to just go buy some some normal people slip on shoes type shit. I don't need nothing too fancy. Like that's the other thing too. I don't be knowing my shoe brands like that. I don't know what's good. Like what would be a good shoe to just slip on. Like some people have their shoes pre-tied. Like they tie their shoes up at a certain amount of looseness, and then they just slip their shoe in or slip their foot in the shoe. But I used to do that with like one or two pairs of my shoes, especially one of them for work. But I'm just not wearing them right now. Those are the D Roses too. I was rocking the D Roses like that. We'll see. We'll see about them, man. Low key might have to give me some Reeboks. Just straight up go Reebok mode. The Iverson joints. Iverson joints be like anywhere from 100 to under that. You just got to pay for the the thing's already verified, so you just pay for the shipping. I'm thinking about getting them Iversons maybe, but I don't want to think too much about it right now. I might make that the work shoe. That's the thing though, it's a basketball shoe. You know what I'm saying? It's a basketball shoe, so if you have it at work, you'd be slipping a little bit. But I might just start walking, going to work with some boots, honestly. Boots is like my favorite. I said this last time. I said this in the last live stream, man. I'll be rocking the boots, dog. But yeah, man. We'll see what's going on with that. I'm just over here rambling, bro. Shout out to everybody that checked in. I need to get some fresh air, so I'm out here. Can't reiterate that enough. That's all I'm on right now. Just trying to stay positive out here. You know what I'm saying? Might grab me a little snack. My diet's been trash. It just ain't been the best, It's coffee mixed with like a hard-boiled egg, honey, a Danish. Like it's not even like no real food, bro. Shit ain't even no real food. That's crazy. But we'll see, man. If the park is packed, if the park is packed, then I guess I'm just gonna walk over to the taco truck. We might get it like that on a Saturday. See how that's going. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that because I kept thinking about my girl that that the one that owns the shop down at the fucking down at Sumner. She's a cool person, man. She had that quesadilla. She cooked it for me. Gave me the red sauce, whatever. It was some kind of sauce, man. It was like hot. It was like some red sauce. But I ain't gonna lie, the spot over here with the salsa verde, that green sauce. Come on, man. That's the one. That's the one right there. You trying to stay warm out there? That's what you got to do. But I also like I said, I got options because all nearby I got the teriyaki joint too. That's the thing. You can sit outside, get whatever's left of the sunlight, or you can get something cheaper across the street. Get that little teriyaki bowl. Last time I was showing you that teriyaki bowl, I was fucking with that, bro. Come on now. Like, what are we doing? You got to make these decisions. You got to make the real life decisions here. You want the teriyaki or the quesadilla? Or do you want? That's the other. Hold on. That's the real argument. Do you want the teriyaki or the torta? You got to pick one. And then sometimes I'm like, I'd rather just keep my money and go home. I might just keep the money and go home. Your boy dropped like 10 something, like $10 plus $1 tip, close to $11. Sorry, $9, $9.50 plus $1 tip, all for that Danish and a coffee. What's it worth? Sugar rush, caffeine rush, real quick, boop boop, and all of a sudden you're just doing your thing. That's it. But like, do I need that? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to get some real food, get some rice and some beef. You know what I mean? Rice and chicken, something like that. I don't even think they got a chicken katsu bowl. If they had a chicken katsu bowl, I might have to run with that. The other joint is pork. It's like a pork bowl. I'm good off that. I don't need that. I'm trying to keep the mind clear. I'm trying to keep my mind, not, I don't want to say pure. My mind in a steadier pace, man, place, whatever. Trying to avoid pork, man. Sometimes I be eating shit and it got pork in it, like like the bacon in it. I fuck with the bacon. That's the fucked up part. I fuck with the turkey bacon too. Yeah, I'm talking about food. I might just go up in the fucking pad thai spot. It's right there. The pad thai joint right there. You know what I'm saying? I got options, but it's like I don't need to be doing this. So we'll see, man. If my people jump in the chat, whoever, real loving people, they know who they are. You know how they know who they are? The name is highlighted in blue. My moderators. So if them motherfuckers pop up and they tell me to go grab some pad thai or go to the Thai restaurant, I'ma do it. I'm on that. But I'm living like I got no responsibility. That's my issue. Back to like not necessarily binging, but people who deal with addictions. My addiction is going out to eat, man. that's my addiction. I just like going out to eat. I like eating food, man. I'm an undercover fat ass, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like I'm telling you, if I wasn't walking around everywhere, like I tell people all the time, if I had a car, I already know I'd be obese because I'd be driving people places, going to eat, and then I'd get back in the car, sit back down. I'd be sitting down all day. I'd be sitting my fat ass down all day in the fucking car, just pushing the gas pedal. I'm telling you, bro. But because I walk everywhere, I walk somewhere to eat, and then when I'm done eating, I walk it off and I walk home. That's what I'm saying. So I'll eat a lot, bro. It's crazy. I can't help it. That's my issue. Yeah, I'm not hearing everything, but everybody's just doing yard work. I'm like hearing shit around me. Let me know how the connection go. Might be choppy. I get that chopped cheese joint, I might have to go. That's what I'm saying, man. My cousin's old job, I might have to go visit that shit. I think she said she left that job anyway. I think she said she stopped working at that shit. I don't know if they was bullshitting. If they're bullshitting, I'm not supporting the business. Fuck them. But if I leave, if I go over there, I'm gonna get the chopped cheese. That's all I used to ever order. I need some hearty shit. Bread, beef, cheese. That's all we need. Get you a Philly cheesesteak type shit. On the other hand, get the half sub. You go down to Philly's best. Right over between Franklin and Rainier and MLK, across the street from Franklin. You go down there, get the half sub, get a whole bunch of fries and a Fagel. That's what you got to do it sometimes. That's the meal you need. You don't need the whole sub. If you get the whole sub, just save the second half. You don't got to be eating like that no more. When I was in high school, my metabolism was hella fast, man. Oh, Grady's in the house. What's going on, Grady? Grady, since you're here, man, I might need your help, man. Grady, I might need your help. Let me know if you can help me. Just let me know if you can help me. I was telling the chat. I mean, nobody's really here right now in the chat, but I was saying it a while ago. All I said was, if you see people with a blue highlighted name, that's a trustworthy, loving person, and I'm gonna trust their opinion on this. You ready for it? Just let me know when you're ready. But yeah, I'm walking over to the park right now. Looks like there's no birthday parties here. Oh, yep, I'm posted at the bench. I'm a bench bum. You already know. I'm a bench bum. But yeah, are you ready? All right, man. Should I save my money or should I go down the street and grab something to eat? Plain and simple. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. And then I'll wait for more people to jump in the chat and then I'll ask them too. But that's all I needed to know. There's no right or wrong answer. It's a soul question, so just don't think too hard about it. It's whatever. Yeah, it's a soul question. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Should I save my money or should I get something to eat before I go home? That's all. That's all. And don't think too hard about it. Somebody in my spot? Somebody's in my spot. Nah, nobody's there. Hold on. Nobody's there. Yeah. Hey, I don't know if he left. Damn, he left. He might be typing up a paragraph for me. I hope you are, bro. I don't know. But don't think too hard about it. Is there something on my nose? Oh, shoot. I'd save my money, but to be honest, my fat ass loved food even though I can't gain weight for shit. Grady, I think you and me in the same boat. Like, I'm like, what do you call this, bro? I have a dad bod. That's what I always say. Like, I have a dad bod. And then I meet people who are actually dads with a dad bod. And they're like, bro, no, you don't. like you're pretty fit. And then I realized they're probably right, because every time I eat, I walk places to eat, and then when I'm done eating, I walk it off and walk home because I don't drive. But I was saying this earlier. I'm like, because I walk all the time, if I had a car, I know I'd be obese. I already know. No shade to myself. You're 110 pounds, but you're also a kid, though. That's the thing, man. You're 110 pounds, and you're a kid. Like when I forget how old you are, but I think when I was around your age, I was around the same weight. But that was like my fighting weight. I was fighting at around 115 when I was boxing still in like middle school. Oh shit, this shit about to fall over. All right, do it like this. Boom. But yeah, like I don't want to say I'm skinny, because I met people way skinnier than me. But it's like the only thing that really plumps out is just my stomach. My stomach gets a little plumped out when I start eating. You know what I mean? That's about it. Here, let me do this. It's like the most that happens. But I'm gonna keep the body a little warm right now. Stay a little focus here. Talk to me, Grady. What's going on over there, though? What's going on with you there? You got a live soon? Oh, we're last live had 10K views. Fire, let's go. 113 likes and 46 new subs. There you go. That's what I like to hear, Grady. Coin Collector Grady. If you guys don't know, that's the @ Actually, if you look up that @ it's coin underscore collector underscore Grady right there. If you guys are wondering about that, actually anybody that's here from the playback and you're just kind of scrubbing through the content, and if you're here from the playback, scrubbing through the content, I will say go to the live chat and then see who I'm chatting with. Hopefully you're tapping into that right now. And just look at that coin underscore collector underscore Grady. I do these live chats, every now and again. I'm at 198. I'm trying to do maybe 2 more, and I'm gonna call it quits on the lives for a while. I'm just gonna focus on like work. And if I'm not focusing on work, I'm gonna focus on pre-recording some of these Truancy Hour episodes. You know what I mean? Just trying to get that in, trying to stay focused on the pre-recordings, and have a little more dedication to myself just on the side. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. We're gonna see what kind of format I'm pushing. I don't know if I'm still gonna do an hour here and there. We might reduce it a little bit, because I'm able to do an hour when I live stream, because I'm able to walk around, find good reception, good connectivity places, and just chat it up with people for a while. But on the other hand, I also did, I went to my homie's shop last night. He does tattoos and he sells cigars, but he put me on the cigar game a long time ago. And me and him, and another friend from out of town, we were just smoking cigars at the shop, just chilling last night. And that was pretty dope, So I was like, I was able to buy 3 cigars for myself and then 2 for me and my friend. You just have something to just, boom, do our little thing. I've been bowling in my league and cooking up. What? I got straight A's so far too. Sold a bunch of coins and got better, more valuable ones today. Okay. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. I mean, the straight A's is crazy, because it's like, you're doing your channel, you're bowling. So it looks like you're staying active. I'm assuming you're back in school, like you're not traveling that much anymore. Like I feel like the traveling stuff was like during the summertime, right? So are you just like stuck in school right now? Like hopefully you're locked in right now for this month, because I feel like it's only been 1 month of school so far. Unless you started in August, so then it'd be like a month and a half, which is crazy to think about, man. Today, October has just started, and then before you know it, November is going to be around the corner, and hopefully by then I have certain, credit cards paid off, if not, certain debts, taken care of and shit. So I have like one banking kind of debt, which is funny, because I look at it and I'm like, I watch it accrue interest and I just laugh at it, because I'm like, I know I'm going to pay it off over time, but it's a funny thing. 2.5 months. Oh, so it's been 2.5 months. So you guys started early then, at least where you're at. You guys kind of started early. That's interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, some people are starting in like August. Am I remembering that right? Yeah, some people started in August. That's really interesting to think about. So the $50 is from 1834. What are the odds of that? All right, let me ask you a question. So when you get the rolls, let's say you're holding each individual roll, you can kind of just base off of hand, what do you call this? Like analysis or whatever, just based off like the coin roll being in your hand, you can tell the weight. I'm assuming. Like I'm pretty sure you started late, like really late. Oh, okay, you talking about the school year? Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I remember you were saying something about being out of town, and this was like 2 months ago, which would have still been the summer, which is interesting. But yeah, do you know when you hold it, like like is it? Let's say it's heavier. If it's heavier, do you know that that's an old coin, or if it's lighter, do you know there's an old coin in there? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like sometimes based off of the feel of the weight, can you like are you able to deduce that? Also, I took into inventory what you just told me. You basically told me to save my money. So shout out to you. You said I saved my money. That's what I got from you. So I guess I'm gonna be disciplined tonight. Try to save my money. If anything, I'll go home. I'll just try to boil, something real quick. Throw it in the instant, little instant bowl noodle joint. Ration out my sodium, and then just go from there. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because we got a lot of hard boiled eggs. I'm gonna just toss that, throw that in there. Hard boiled egg. Get some of ration of salt, seasoning, whatever. I mean, throw whatever else we have. Just put something in there. I don't need much. I don't need much today. You know. Oh. All right, yeah, we got a different type of grind. My bad. I'm over here checking the credit card statements. You over here hitting me with credit card statements. I'm like, I don't even care if I'm late, bro. If I'm late, I've been on time the whole time. Give me some grace. Anyway, I didn't find the hat from 1834. You bought it. So you bought like a singular one by itself. Interesting. But the sealed from 1874, probably one in a billion. That's crazy. That's crazy, actually. And I'm assuming that's the one that you found in the roll of the half dollars and quarters and whatnot. Also, question. So when you get those, oh yeah, my bad. You gotta go. My mom just came in my room. My dinner's ready. All right, all good, all good. Got braces tightened and hating life. So yeah, have a good day and be safe, man. Hey, bro, come on, man. I appreciate it, man. That's all I can say. I need to go sit in the sunlight. Let me switch seats real quick. I need to go sit in the sunlight. Soak up some sun. Pause. You know. Hold on, man. Let me sit up in here. Oh, they got bird dookie all over the foul out here. All right, here we go. Gonna sit on the edge of the table. All right, here we go. Here we go. But yeah, I need to sit right here in the sunlight, man. Sit here in the sunlight. Here we go. There we go. A lot better, huh? I need my sunlight. You see the sun's right here? I need to get as much sun as I can. Put the hands in the pocket, stay warm. I gotta get my sunlight. But yeah, just trying to stay low focused myself. I I'm trying not to force the production things. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to force the art, if you will. It's funny. I was having a conversation with my friend actually last night, and we're just kind of talking a bit about, he hasn't really, he wants to do something in the vein, if not the thought of the creative space or whatever. I don't know if it's videos necessarily, but I was like, I feel like he's overthinking it a little bit. He's kind of stuck in analysis paralysis, but I'm also like, this is also part of who you are. So like, I would say just trust the process of that. But because, you don't want to be too married to it. And one of the things I thought about was like, when I started doing music, I was approaching music like I was still in the boxing world, where I'm like, I'm gonna show up every day and I'm gonna keep, my production output. I'm gonna just keep going, 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 going. You know what I mean? So I was on 100%, like, just as maximum horsepower the whole day on some Russell Westbrook type of shit, just on go the whole time in the boxing gym. And the thing is, I brought that energy into the music space where I'm like, let's figure out how many beats we can get going. You got some beats for me? All right, I'm gonna try to write to it right now. Let's get up on there, record. I try to keep doing my verse over and over and over again. I kept attacking the mic, what I'm saying, just attacking that joint, just going for it, just trying to record it as many times. I do my same verse like 20 to 50 times, just trying to get it right. So I'm over here just attacking it. You know what I mean? So I'm just attacking it. But it's like, it's the art space. There's a creative side to it. There's a creative side to it where you got to give some grace and you got to give some space to just allowing yourself to, whatever happens, whatever flows. Sometimes like the things that you didn't like the most but came out the most natural is the things that the people gravitate to, the things that I wrote the quickest. You know what I mean? I had, like, I say this all the time, I had these lyrics that were some of the most misogynistic shit I ever wrote, but all my homegirls and like my homies girlfriends and wives love those songs the most. So I'm just like, damn, the whole time I'm over here trying to be thoughtful and very, very mindful of the things I'm writing and saying, but come to find out that these girls don't give a fuck. They just wanted to hear that crazy shit, that wild shit. And I'm like, I guess that's how it be sometimes. They want to see both sides of the fence, even though they see the best of you. And it's really weird that way. But those were like the easiest things to write. It's really easy to be in that vein of thought, in that lane. You know what I'm saying? People kind of shit on themselves for like, I'd rather be part of the process of making something masterful. And I'm like, yeah, you spend all this time on something that like only matters to you at the end of the day. So you got to be careful with that. There's a bit of heart that's missing from things because people are overthinking the process. Just put your heart back into what it is you love to do. Put your heart back into just yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have some the same way you have regard and respect for like those that you look up to but aren't you, have that energy for yourself, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Minita, what's going on, bro? What's going on with you, man? You see the sun is starting to go away slowly, and but every day now it's starting to get colder a little bit. It's starting to get a little more dim. We're getting less sunlight. It's like I'm trying to just sit here right in the sun, stay a little warm as much as possible. And I'm over here just monitoring the grumblings in the stomach. I'm over here just like pause on that, but I'm just like, okay, I'm getting a little hungry, but I'm gonna just you know sit here on the live stream, do what I got to do, man. But the heart is important, man. The heart is so important. Like that, I start to analyze this a little more. Where I'm like, the music side of things is interesting because you take somebody like Bob Marley. Bob Marley, that's all heart. Bob Marley, that's all heart. The way he is as an individual, the way he is as a singer, the way he is as an artist, and the way his music is, what is being output from that individual and what is being output from Bob Marley is all heart. But you got to understand behind him, there's structure and there's brain power, or whatever you would say, when it comes to the band members, and when it comes to the people who are doing the marketing. So I say that all the time when you take someone like DMX. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that DMX isn't a thoughtful person. He doesn't think about stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that DMX isn't on that type of time. But DMX he has so much heart in his music, so much heart in just who he is as a person. But you can imagine like Swiss Beats just works on the beats. Everyone else just does the mixing and mastering, and then the Rough Riders do like the marketing and all that stuff. They're just behind, what I'm saying? They're behind him, pause, but it's like they're behind the whole mechanism, if not the artist. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot that goes on the music side. So when you're out here doing content creation, if you're just doing things on your own type of time, when you're doing these things, you got to ask yourself, like, do you want to be overly thoughtful or do you want to just come straight from the heart? A lot of times, man, when I just open the live stream, I'm like, whatever's on my mind, you'll hear a lot of stuff that I'm reiterating the same week, if not the same month, if not the whole year. You're going to hear me just reiterating the same stuff over and over and over because I'm just coming from a place of like, I'm just being honest. And that's how I really felt that day. So I'm trying to tap into the heart, but there's a method to the madness. I can't act like there isn't a balance of heart and brain going on. You know what I'm saying? Of like logic and emotion. So I just try to make sure that all that is kind of, you know, present. If not, I don't want to say one is more necessary than the other. I'm not trying to say that um, you need a balance either. I'm just saying I know how I am as an individual. I know some of my friends, man, they overthink so much, they get in their own way. I know some people that they don't think enough and they get in their own way of just going for it. I just want to be the most balanced individual version of that. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at right now. That's just where I'm at right now. So that's how I've been feeling lately, man. I was trying to remember if there was a fountain nearby, but I don't think there is, man. I don't think there is, and that's all right. Cause I'm gonna just sit there and wait till I get to back to the spot. Cause I'm gonna just eat from there, man. I had like water at the fountain, like the fountain water. That's another crazy thing that's kind of funny about me, man. I was over here just like, I could have went to the spot, grabbed some, but I was like, I gotta save some money. I ain't trying to deal with the spot right now and go over there. What's going on, Therese? What you doing? What's going on with you? But it's like, on the other hand, just drinking the water at the public fountain is free. So it's like I'm gonna just drink the water. You know what I'm saying? Why not? And that's why I had to pose the question to Grady. I'm like, should I just like, because the thing is, I'm making a habit out of that. You know what I mean? I'm making a habit of going out to eat, and I'm like, I don't need to be doing that all the time. I'm not getting paid like I used to. And even when I was, I should have been saving my money too. That's my issue. Go out to eat by myself, and it's just like that's another thing. That's another conversation I had with this one dude, man. I can't fuck with this dude, and it's just like he was saying something about some people be talking slick when they talk to you, but he was saying something like he likes to drink socially, which I'm not mad at. I ain't mad at that. He said, and then he started to get into this tangent about like, I don't know, man. I feel like I could drink by myself, but I don't know. It's kind of like loser stuff. And I was like, I used to drink by myself all the time. So I don't know what he was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing was this. I was like, listen, man. I don't even know if I had this conversation with him. Hopefully I did, but I was like, I mean, I've been reached out to people before, and whether they showed up or not, I was gonna enjoy myself by myself anyway. And I don't think a lot of people can do that. Now I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. That's just the way I looked at it. I've reached out to people before, like what you guys got going today, man. If you want to enjoy the night with me, grabbing the dinner, get something to drink, or maybe just get something to drink and hang out, I'm with that, and I'm willing to do that, and I'm willing to pay for that. But some people don't want to come out, so I'm like, hey, maybe it's me, maybe it's just them. They're just not in the mood. It is what it is. But to sit there and make a statement like it just felt like a loser thing, like he has to be around people socially. One thing I learned about him was like, man, this is somebody that like every time he's around people, all he does is bring them down. All he does is bring the energy down about with his own bullshit and all this other shit, all this other unnecessary thoughtful shit. And I'm like, hey man, low key, I'd rather just be by myself, expressing my shit out loud on the live stream where people could find it and reflect on it with themselves. If not find me, if I find like minded people, you know what I'm saying? That's the other thing. Therese said, it's just me here, right? Like you act like I give a fuck, bro. Like it don't matter if it's just you or not. Like the person that drops in that needs to hear it and the people that come through from the playback on the live stream, they're gonna find it and find whatever's necessary. My thing is when I'm speaking out loud, bro, you gotta understand something. I got no bullshit to talk about. You understand what I'm trying to say? Let's be real, Therese. Let's be real. You talking about damn, but let's be real. You've been here the whole time, so you already know what it is, bro. It's like whether it's you or just zero people in the chat, I'm gonna express myself in the most positive manner on the same time. So it's just like every time. That's what I'm saying, bro. Everybody, people be in here like acting like they're making me doing me a favor by hanging out. Like you can hang out, bro. The live chat is public. People will drop in. People will talk shit. I welcome all of it, my guy. Like it's all there for a reason. But to point it out like it's an issue or point it out like it's about you, now you're making the chat about you. And if you're making the chat about you, let me know when you do a live chat so I can tune in on that one. You see what I'm trying to say? Just let me know, man, because I'm gonna talk my shit. That's why I do this shit because it's like if I'm like when back in the day when there was no live streaming the way it is today, right? And I was kicking it with people, and we're one on one, or we're just with our group of friends, and I'm talking my shit, I'm saying my stuff, and people didn't want to hear it in that time period. And then lo and behold, a year later, when everybody's struggling and going through shit, lo and behold, 2 years later, everybody's struggling and going through shit, and they're like, "Damn, you was right." And I was like, "It's funny how nobody gave a fuck about the actual one-on-one, face-to-face conversations during that time period." And then all of a sudden, in the hindsight, you remembering shit I'm talking about. But that's what I'm saying is like, at least when I put it on YouTube, it's solidified. So anybody that is wondering about what happened during the Saturday live chat, October 4th, 2025 on a Saturday joint. You know what I'm saying? They might want to see this and maybe they need to hear it. I don't fucking know. But I'm gonna put it out there because at least people on the internet hold a different type of value for that shit than my actual friends and people that just over here. These motherfuckers, like, if they're not dead, they're walking around here dead too, which is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. So it's just like the content is gonna be what it needs to be. You know what I mean? I've been around like that's the other side of it too, man. That's what makes me sad. Like I've been around what's it called? Some of my friends will sit there and just chop it up about gaming stuff. So we'll be like, I used to do this on this game file. I did it on this. Sorry, I did this, then the third on this game file. This is my old thing. We would just talk about it and discuss it. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, it's cool that we're talking about it. It's cool that we're reminiscing on gaming and how that person used to have this. Someone used to have this shiny Pokemon. Someone's Fire Emblem file was this. Somebody's, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Everybody has their interpretations for the RPGs, but I'm like, the more I think about it, whether I'm trying to play the game till completion or just trying to play the game my way and have fun enjoying it, that's the interpretation that we have to document. Does that make sense? So people talk about some stuff all day but have no proof of it. That's the other side of it, man. And it's just like a lot of, whether it's like the gaming side or whatever, or just whether it's the gaming side or whether it's the actual live chat kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I have to have the documentation for all of it. Where I'm like, did I say this? Did I say that? Well, that's where I'm at, bro. That's where I'm at, Therese, with all this. It's just like it don't matter who's there, bro. There could be zero people. I'm gonna chop it up until it hits 30-some minutes, 40-some minutes, whatever. I'm gonna meet my little time frame, bro. And that's the other crazy part is if you think this is crazy, me talking to a brick wall or whatever, like zero people on Ghost. Wait till I get to episode 200. We're on 198 right now, right? We're gonna do 199 and then we're gonna do 200. That's it. That's all that's left because it's 198 right now. So all that's left is 99 and 200 for this because I already did episode 1 through 100. I already did that. That's like 99 type joints, right? Now we're doing 101 to 200. Wait till I get to 200 because everything after that between 201 to 300, it's just gonna be pre-recorded me walking around. It's gonna be the same shit. It's literally the same shit. There's gonna be no difference. It's gonna be no difference. But yeah, people be dropping in the live chat like bro, you don't. I'm not. I've never asked nobody to stick around, man. I've never asked nobody to stick around unless it was someone I needed to talk to. Shit like that. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Yeah, unless it was someone I needed to talk to. But other than that, it's like, bro, we chilling. I'm chilling at her just doing this, man. You know, I don't know no one else. Yeah, enough of the bullshit. I gotta do it my way, man. That's the crazy part. This year, the sad part too was like, we gotta sit there and I ain't gonna say we, but like, gotta recuperate everything, man. Like I'm at a loss. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I've been operating at a loss, and I love it, man. It's different. It's different. I don't. I like that feeling. Pause where it's just like I'm operating at a loss here. You know what I'm saying? We're as low as we can get. That's as low as it gets, man. You understand? This is as low as it gets. People don't realize that shit. And I don't give a fuck. I've been honest, open and honest and vulnerable about it the whole time. You know what I'm saying? People will watch me go through and learn something and be way more better and never be honest about the shit. I'd rather do all of it. I'd rather hit on all cylinders personally. You know what I'm saying? People will sit there and be at the lowest low and never talk about it. Talk about they stay in hiding and then wait till they're successful to speak about things, and it's just like that shit don't matter to me, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hold on, we got the plane overhead. My mindset is this, man. Like, let's say I get to a successful point or whatever, and I'm just being honest about the past or how things went down. I don't want to wait till that moment in time or that time period. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wait till that moment in time or time period just to be like, oh yeah, reflective and whatever. I'm gonna be who I need. Does that make sense? The way you imagine yourself in the long run, you got to be that now. You know what I'm saying? If someone is like, I want to be a strong, protective person for those around me and loved ones, you could do it right now. You can keep on refining that version of yourself and getting better at it right now. And I don't be waiting until the end. I don't be waiting until retirement type shit. So I used to think about that, man. That's when I started buying all my clothes and gear. I was like, yeah, I gotta wait till I put this much money away and then I do some other things and I whatever. Only to find out I was like, you could just buy it now. And then the fun thing is like every little thing you do for yourself right now, the things that follow is very surprising, my guy. Very surprising. You know what I'm saying? Very surprising. Simply taking care of yourself health wise. Like you can take care of your health right now and you'll see people treating you differently. You can start dressing better right now. People will start treating you differently. And I'm not saying I did that shit for that, but I started to realize the results when I actually started to have a little bit of self love for myself and was like, you know what, man, let me just start doing for myself a little more. So that's what this is, man. That's what this is. For those that are wondering, for those that are here from the playback, just wondering, man, like I said, woke up this morning slow. You know what I'm saying? Slow morning. Got up slow, got to the coffee shop slow, drank the coffee slow, ate the Danish slow, took my time doing everything. Slowly started to ramp up 3 hours worth of Digimon, 3.5, if you will. You know what I'm saying? We outside. I'm thinking I'm tired. I'm thinking I need to go to sleep, man. I'm amped up, man. People hit me with the love and the goofiness. Everything's gonna amp me up. It don't matter. I don't need much. You understand? I'm also operating on an empty stomach, low key. It's just like that's where the energy be coming from. People don't realize that's a solar plexus type joint. You tap into the fire, you be all right, man. That's some elemental shit. That's a whole other story. That's a whole other conversation, though. But yeah, I'm just over here just rambling, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I don't need much, bro. I do. If anyone taps in with the live streams where I'm playing basketball, if you've ever seen that shit, I'm over here. If I'm missing shots, I'm talking to myself. If I'm missing free throws, I'm talking to myself. If I finally make something, I congratulate myself. It don't take much for me to sit there and affirm myself. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much for me to talk to a tree that don't talk back. It don't take much, man. It don't take much for people to recognize. That's the nature side of it, though. That's the nature side of it, though. That's the God loving nature side right there. I can't say that enough. I can't reiterate that enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's get it down there, then. Let's get it down there, then. 'Cause I don't know if the connection gonna chop up, but I gotta get moving anyway. I gotta get moving anyway. But that's what it is, man. That's what you gotta understand. Hold on, man. I gotta watch the Serranas real quick. But yeah, that's the shit, man. I'm telling you, every time I be hitting the live chat, it's always some goofy shit. You know, that's why I was like, oh yeah, fuck y'all. Then I'm gonna hit the 200 if y'all want to be funny about it. You know, we're gonna hit the 200 and we're gonna see from there. But that's when I really start to tap into the evergreen. You know, there's gonna be a series of evergreen joints. I might do. We'll see how many sets of them I do. We'll see where the soul, what direction the soul kind of leans me towards. You know. But I will say this too. Hopefully, what I'm saying makes sense, man. Someone might think I'm like full or whatever, but I'm like, nah, man. When people come at me with the goofy shit, you ain't doing me no favors, bro. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If you're being goofy, you're not doing me no favors. You know what I'm saying? The same way I'm talking by myself doing this shit, that's what you motherfuckers be doing in the chat sometimes, man. That's for all the trolls that be dropping in and out. I'm not necessarily saying, if my guy Teresa's still there, if I don't know if it's you or not, but it's like I'm just saying people in general, all them fucking trolls shits, bro. The same way I'm able to talk to myself is like, damn, y'all motherfuckers can do the same shit the same way motherfuckers want to troll in the live chat. Y'all can do the same shit on your own stuff. And let me know when you do that. Let me know when you make that happen. And then we can talk. And I wish the best success. I wish the utmost success for all them people. You know what I'm saying? If you a goofball, be the most successful goofball. But we're not doing that here. Personally. Personally, I ain't doing that. You know? Real life short, man. Yeah, bro. It is. Hold on. I remember if I'm on the right side or not. Fucking AA joint. NA. Excuse me. AA joint. Damn, I thought I had a crack in the screen. What the hell? That's like a little thread. Thought I had a crack in that shit. But yeah, that's what people do, man. Actually, that's another conversation we had last night. It was like, this is why I stay away from the hate, but I try to keep it real. It's like, yeah, a lot of motherfuckers that do that funny shit, if not just straight up hating, they're not really doing it themselves, man. And this goes way back, man. I had a couple friends that just wasn't, like I said, shout out to my guys though, but God bless them. I wish them the best. But all the times that they were just sitting there beefing with other people's music. But I was like, bro, we gave you the materials to do this shit for yourself the whole time and you never did. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about but the fact that you never did. You know what I'm saying? But you get mad at the motherfucker trying. It's like, keep that same energy for the dude who wakes up in the morning and catches the bus to work. I don't care if it's me or the next person. Because I know the motherfuckers that be 55 doing that shit. You know it's disrespectful to knock them. And so you're going to knock someone trying some other shit, other streams of income type shit, or just some other variable moves, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I be drawing the line with people, man. All that funny ass hating shit. We can talk about it all day. I ain't got time to debate with people. This ain't a debate. It's just staying out the facts. People were sitting there talking to me like I argued with them. I ain't fucking arguing with nobody. I don't be arguing with nobody about none of that shit. What are we talking about? You understand? There's nothing to argue about. We're stating the fact here. It's about whether or not you accept it. That is not an argument. Because I don't be caring what they think, bruh. Or how they feel. They don't pay me nothing. But I'll take the view, though. I'll take the fucking view. That shit helps something all the time. That's what I'm saying. I love me some trolls, man. Keep bringing that. Let's see. I don't even know if it's A. I don't know if it's alcoholics or narcotics today. I can't tell you. I went in here though. I went in this spot. I remember when I stopped drinking, I actually stopped in here after work. There was the day I made the decision to stop drinking. I walked in here and then they were watching Miami versus Denver for the playoff finals. And then I remember I was like watching the game and I realized I had to sit there for like another 15, 20 minutes kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, I gotta walk out. I gotta leave. I'm too early. I'm getting antsy. I'm too early. I'm getting antsy. You know? Yeah, man. Something smell good though. What the fuck? Smelling food and shit. It might be coming from here. I don't know. That shit smell good. It kind of smelled like chicken strips or something. Like some fried strips or something. I don't know. It smelled kind of good though. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah. Yeah, that's my thing with motherfuckers doing some funny shit and some opinion shit. It's like, let me know what you doing, man. You know, I'm hitting on all cylinders, bro. I'm trying to hit on all cylinders because why not? Life is short. Life is short, man. We doing this right now because it's available and it's at, it's right there. It's at my fingertips. It's at my whim. It's right there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And people got to recognize what's right there for them, man. Shout out to everybody I know who's a big hater. If you're a fucking hater, then keep hating. Do it on live. You know what I'm saying? Document it. That's what the IG shit is for. That's what the IG live shit is for. That's what the whole vetting your channel and getting it approved is about. If that's what you want to do, because you might be able to make $1 out of it. People who go on TikTok and do that goofy ass shit, you might as well too. You know what I mean? Let's go, man. People go over there and do that shit. So it's like, why not? Why not try that? That's the way I look at it. I could be wrong. Cause I don't know goofballs making money. That's what I'm saying. Why y'all doing it? That's a lie. That's a lie. There's hella goofballs making money. I'm lying. That's a lie. But shit, that's crazy, man. But now, me and my homies was talking about that last night. But on that same note, they got strong opinions about some shit. Like right now, I got strong opinions about some shit, so I'm speaking on it. It's like, yeah, bring that shit to the internet. Motherfuckers talking comfortably with their friends all day. Put that shit on the internet. Solidify it. Make it look knowledgeable. Make it honest. Go back to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the heart of it and make it real honest. Don't even gotta paint. You don't even gotta sugarcoat shit. Just make it honest. And I tell people all the time, they let me know when you dropping in saying what's up, I ain't mad at that. But when you on some bullshit, get the fuck out of here with that. Because you've been here how many episodes? So I'm just talking to myself, bro. We do that shit all the time. But then I say all that to say, like, wait till I do the other joints from 200 to 300, from 201 to 300. When I start doing those, you're gonna see like, oh yeah, he's really crazy. He really just talked by himself. Camera out, chop it up by himself. No chat. I've been crazy. It's like, come on, bro. You knew this though. Oh yeah. That's where I'm at, man. What the fuck? That's crazy. Anyway. Yeah. From 2 to 3. From the 2 to 300, man. It's about to be crazy. It's about to be different. So I'm happy I got this one in. I ain't gonna